Hey guys, welcome back to the Orange County Real Estate Market Update. If you've been watching this market, you probably noticed it's been a little bit hard to read right now. And honestly, that does make sense. This is not a market that is clearly running in one direction. There are things working in favor of buyers, things working in favor of sellers, and a whole lot of people on both sides trying to figure out their next move. Let's take a look at where things stand and what's actually happening. Active listings in Orange County are at 6,017, down from 7,100 this time last year. New listings in April came in at 2,387, also down from 2,846 a year ago. And months of inventory is sitting at 3 months, down from 4. Fewer homes are hitting the market and fewer are available overall. And that matters for both buyers and sellers. Now, the thing everyone wants to know about: mortgage rates. The 30-year fixed loan is sitting at 6.33%, down from 6.76 1 year ago. That is a real difference in your monthly payment, and it's quietly brought some buyers back off the sidelines. All of this means that sellers can be sharp on price and presentation from day one. We keep saying this, and we will keep saying it because we get to actually see what happens when sellers don't take this advice. Sellers who think they can test the market or skip all the prep work are feeling it. Homes sit longer, and price reductions follow. At the end of the day, it costs them money, real money. Here's something we've been watching that's worth talking about, and you have probably seen the headlines. Across the country, there's been a pretty significant wave of luxury and high-end homes hitting the market. Celebrity estates, mega mansions, trophy properties, a lot of them are sitting longer and taking price cuts. And although that might feel like a different world than most of us live in, it's actually telling us something important about buyers' mindset right now. Wealthy buyers have gotten more practical. They're thinking about carrying costs, taxes, and liquidity, not just buying the dream. And when the most sophisticated buyers in the marketplace start pumping the brakes and getting disciplined, that is usually a signal worth paying attention to. It does not mean the sky is falling. It does mean that buyers at every price point are being more thoughtful. Which brings it all the way back to what we're seeing here locally. People are taking their time, doing their homework, and not just jumping at anything. Now, here's something I really want to talk about because I think it's the most important thing we can share with you this month. Everyone has got a perspective about what the market is and is not doing. And a lot of that comes from the people around them and the media they consume. And most people can only see the options that exist in their world. If everyone around you is doing the same thing or watching the same news, that becomes your reality. And it's hard to imagine there being another way. We see this all the time. We recently sat down with a client who owned her home and decided she was going to rent it out. That was her plan. That was the only option she could see because that's what people in her world know. But when we sat down with her and really dug into her goals, what she actually wanted her life to look like, we were able to walk her through a number of options she didn't even know were available to her. Options that could give her way more than she was hoping for. And more freedom in her life. She had no idea those options existed. Not because she isn't smart, but because she didn't have anybody in her corner who knew to bring them up. And that is what we're here for. So what does this all tell us? Inventory is down, rates are better than they were, but buyers are not there yet. They're being more careful and more deliberate than before. We're seeing it at every level, from celebrity estates sitting on the market to the everyday buyer taking their time before making a move. And what that really means is that whether you're buying, selling, or just trying to figure out what your options are, the worst thing you can do right now is assume you already know what's available to you, because chances are you do not have the full picture. And that's not a knock on anyone. It's just that most people only know what the people around them know. And that's exactly why we do what we do. As always, every situation is different. If you have any questions about the market, your home, or real estate in general, feel free to reach out. We are always here to help and be a resource to you. And if not, we'll see you here on the next market update.